Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team. And we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this broadcast. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now they'll run it to the right here. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Rides to back and leaves it. Just ran over. Picks up the first down. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Dyer. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He holds it in, and nobody's close. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
I'm a big believer in taking shots early in the game and being aggressive and showing my team I got confidence in them. Let's go make plays. First drive, already taking shots down the field. Nice job, nice pitch, nice catch.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control?
Got some momentum to the goal line. And he launches it for a score. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game. And that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality. Running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
they close so fast, man, be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quick handoff. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to throw for it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody to dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him. That loss a week ago, called on just once. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. With this 7-0 lead. The give to the single back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for a crease. It's Bray. Fighting off the defender. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Unleashes one. He makes the catch.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it on the counter. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown goes! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And man, is that perfect time tell, quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open, but watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down. He'll pull it down and run. Short gain on the play before he slides.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes that do it with ease.
He is going nowhere. Stop it at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dome. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted for the 11th time. Lots of fumble. Bounced right back to them.
Out of all the ways to get a first down, that's how the offense chose to do it. I mean, make the mistake, throw the interception, Palmer, but heads-up play, force the fumble, and recover it. First down.
And, David, you know the quarterback's counting his lucky stars. That was a bad decision. That should be the defense's ball. Luckily, they fumble it. His teammates get it back to give him another chance.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's moving out of the pocket. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's two things he has to think about on one play.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Overton. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Now the play fake. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion now, sending a message to this offense.
The Seminoles have it back up, trying to get that offensive spear flaming. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Now the pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get them to the ground.
The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Now on second down. Back to throw, it's Dyer. With the catch, it's Bray. And the defense drags him down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the middle. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback keeps it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Fires downfield. Complete to the left. Touchdown, Florida State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. There's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Catch in the middle, it's Overton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Clemson is quick to the line. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw again. Trying to beat the D deep. And they won't make the connection. Looking to make a big play there.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game. And it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking for a gap. It's Overton. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He wants to take the top off. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Handoff to the lone back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. Back to throw, it's Dyer. He'll off one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop. These guys on third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll move the wide receiver. Snap in the shotgun. Throws to the back. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Seminoles. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
Now on first down from the 28. They try to get it outside on the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
One of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it, they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. The short hands, it's Overton. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Well, the defense just needs to do a better job on that critical situation. That was a golden opportunity to get off the field, but the quarterback and receiver, they were just better on that one. Nice throw. Nice job by the receiver getting his feet in bounds.
Wants to throw on first down. He tries to take the top off. Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. Incomplete pass.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Defense looks like they're coming. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's got him. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Ready to dial up some ball plays. They got it on offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find... Unloads it downfield. Snags it down the right side. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. A chunk play for the offense.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? The defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is humming.
The defense... to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Overton. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They are left with a third down. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. They'll give it to the back. Slithers into space. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Knowles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They go right back to him. Gets away from 1, finds some space. He's loose. He's at the 20. Just keeps moving. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? And the Knowles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. On the run, it's Brake. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Got his man on the right. Turning it on. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got the first down. Looking for more. On the move at the 30. Running on the Jets. Touchdown, Knowles. Excellent pass by the back on the option. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. I mean, you coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Motion from the wideout. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
This double-digit deficit here in the second half. Almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Wide receiver going in motion. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Dances away to buy time. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They're testing the right side here. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Got it behind the line. It's Hill. Breaks into the open. Smashes ahead. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Get ready.
Finds a little space. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Got a man, it's Gray. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Trying to find the end zone. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. Second and goal. A run for the quarterback. And he'll finish the line at the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And I tell you what, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback's line. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. 29 Philly. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his man. It's Clark. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the fourth quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And it's picked off for the third time today.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Dyer. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That's caught. It's Gibson. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
And the Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. On the move. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Quarterback's got the 1st. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
The Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. On the run, it's Green. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Here we go. Ready?
A 1st down run in the red zone. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has 1 stop.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Here we
Can
go.
the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Ready?
Quarterback sneaks ahead.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And after that stop from the defense, they're still on the 2, and now it's 3rd down. Trying to power it in. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Right down the boulevard. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a... There he goes! Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. Leaves it with the running back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. The give to the back. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game. Oh, he's got some space. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Trying to turn the corner on the right. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football. They want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.
He wants to throw it. He wants a big play here late. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Bring in the heat. Unloaded just as he throws.
the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee.
Let's go.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher ranked team is a team with national champions.